Rubi's renovation brought him to his knees.
You need a lot of, I wouldn't say elbow grease, but knees grease.
In Leeds, Ruby had bought a 2-bedroom house for £63,000, but what state was it in? Well, it was enough to leave you feeling blue, and it wasn't just the colour scheme. There was a loft room which seemed a tad on the dangerous side, with the main beam supported on the window. With a tiny kitchen area and no outside space, there really didn't seem much opportunity to improve. But that wasn't how Ruby saw it. He sees potential in areas where most people just see damp.
I'm in cellar business.
The cellar business?
So, yes.
Tell me more.
Conversions.
Oh, okay.
We convert basements from basically nothing to rooms.
So you're going down?
We're going down, yes.
Wow. 3 months later, we're back to see if stepping down has given Ruby's property a lift. Well, the outside is showing signs that Ruby is indeed downwardly mobile, with a new basement window. Inside, true to his word, Ruby has opened up the front lounge to create a great kitchen diner. This is all relatively run-of-the-mill stuff, however beautifully done. But how is that all-important basement coming along?
We're down in the cellar. The old cellar used to stretch to about 1.5 meters by about 3 meters. As you can see where you're standing right now, it used to be fully soiled all the way to the top, to the ceilings, and it's taking some really hard work. A few guys been digging it for about 2 weeks. We've managed to create quite a spacious cellar room relatively to the properties around there. We've got the waterproofing membranes on the walls, and we've got the partitions to form a double bedroom. There's going to be a bathroom, which is a shower room, a walk-in shower, a basin, and there's going to be a toilet down there. And it's going to be fully tiled, and it's going to be a nice and cozy room.
It's quite amazing the space that's been created down here, particularly when you bear in mind that all the material was dug out by hand.
We actually had from the basement 11 skips and totally in the house 13 skips. I think for me in person, I mean, I didn't dig it myself. I mean, I did take hand in digging some of it. Once it got too difficult, and obviously I let the guys do their job.
The basement's got a few more weeks to go before it's finished, whereas the rest of the house is ready to go, including a major layout change on the first floor.
I've managed to turn 1 bedroom into 2 bedrooms.
To get 2 bedrooms on this floor, the old bathroom has been turned into a bedroom. A new bathroom was created by taking a small chunk of that larger bedroom. So, along with the basement bedroom, this 2-bedroom house has now got 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. But Ruby didn't stop there, because of course there was that rather dodgy top floor room.
When I first came to view the house, I could not believe that someone would think that a massive beam of timber would rest on a plastic window. I mean, we've sorted it out. We've installed a concrete beam right below the window. We've put a new window in, so it's going to stay forever now.
So now, quite amazingly, this 2-bedroomed house has been turned into a 4-bedroomed house. There's a high-quality kitchen, 2 bathrooms of good standard, and an overall specification which I imagine is slightly above average around here. But it's all come at a cost.
Original budget was between 13 and 15,000. Then it's jumped to about £20,000 in total. That's including all the furnishing.
£20,000 isn't bad, considering what Ruby's done here. But it does take his total cost for this now 4-bedroomed house up to £83,000. I'm concerned that this property is in an area where the ceiling price may not justify such an extravagant outlay. But what do 2 local estate agents think?
There's an awful lot of house in this, all of a sudden. What was a traditional Leeds 2-bed side parlour back-to-back house has suddenly got 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. It's very bonny, but it's just a little bit on top of itself.
I like it very much. It's certainly been renovated to a high standard. I like the fact that the vendors use the basement and convert it into bedroom with an ensuite, which would appeal to a variety of clients, specifically because it's so close to the hospital.
The agents clearly like the property, but then Ruby has now spent over $83,000 on it. So was he a little overindulgent on his first development project?
It will be just either side of £70,000. I would suggest keep it just under 70,000. In a better market, it would have made £72,500.
I could market the property at approximately £90,000.
There's a pretty wide disparity between those two valuations, which indicates either a small loss or a small profit. What does Ruby think?
I'm trying to be as optimistic as I can when it comes to selling, but I'm not planning for selling it yet. It's going to be rented, and the rent's going to pay the mortgage.
Will the rent cover the mortgage?
With its extra accommodation and bathrooms, this one should be worth about £450.
You could achieve anything from £500 per calendar month.
At the moment, it's going to be let as a whole house, and I'm actually getting £650 per month. So I won't be arguing with the estate agents just yet.
That's a pretty respectable result. A rental return of £650 a month is £7,800 a year, and a whopping yield of around 9%. So this place could do more than cover its costs. Does Ruby feel it's been worth all the effort?
Hard work, but I've enjoyed every moment of it. You know, I've been working there for 11 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock at night, and to achieve the level of standard that you can see, it's quite makes me feel proud, basically.
A few weeks after filming, Ruby continued his hard work and eventually saw the cellar room very nearly finished. As you can see, like the rest of the house, it's done to a high specification. Ruby may have had to dig deep on this one and certainly hasn't struck gold, but he's maximised the potential here, and it should be a nice little earner for years to come.